Hello, welcome to the last video in our General Production Topics mini-series, and this one is called Daily Jobs for a Producer. So basically, what does a producer do every day? As usual, let's not waste any time and just dive right in. So we've discussed a number of big project management topics. Now let's look at the typical day of a game producer. So hopefully you've noticed the little blue book and pen at the top right here. I'd like you to go ahead and write down what you think the daily tasks of a producer would be, and then we'll compare notes. So go ahead and pause the video and I'll see you in a few seconds. Okie dokie, hopefully you tried that, but let's have a look together now. First up, a producer gets a significant amount of email, so it's good to go through them ASAP each day in the morning and get up to date and generate any to-do items. A mistake rookie producers make is replying too much. You shouldn't reply if it doesn't need a reply. Long email conversations can be a waste of time when problems can be solved in a few minutes of talking. Next, you should review your calendar for the day and week. Especially in pre-pro, you're likely to have a lot of meetings as things get figured out and teams need help to get working smoothly. If a sprint is beginning or ending, you're likely to have grooming, planning, or review meetings. As a producer, it's up to you to ensure these run smoothly, so there may be some setup or organization required. On a normal day, you'll have morning stand-ups to attend, so called because everyone stands to encourage no time wasting. At a stand-up, the team states what they did, what they're doing, and if they have any problems. As a producer, this lets you understand current status and helps you solve problems ASAP, so it's important you attend. Producers take organizational responsibility for all of these meetings. This means managing the calendar booking for yourself and the whole team, along with the physical space for the meeting. Try to have meetings in the morning, if possible, and back to back, if you can, so developers and you actually have time to work. Rookie producers are tempted to organize lots of meetings because it feels like work, when in many cases a simple chat would be enough. Remember, developers add the most value to the project when they're allowed to work, less so when they're in meetings all day. Emails and calendars aside, you should dedicate each day time for you to plan and spend with your backlog. This means adding detail, updating priorities based on upcoming goals, removing old tasks, expanding tasks, rechecking estimations, and generally keeping a prioritized, detailed as possible, clean backlog. Similarly, you want to be reviewing milestone goals, adding detail where necessary, updating sprint plans based on milestone goals, and checking things are going okay. Ask yourself, does this goal still make sense given current progress and data? If not, you need to update. These plans take the form of work for a team or a crew plan, and you always want to be at least several sprints ahead of where you are with a good level of detail so you know what's coming next. You want detail for the next several months, but more high level for a year from now. The reason? Plans change, yet humans can get attached to written down plans and enter denial if things go wrong, which is a recipe for chaos. So being too detailed too far out can actually be a problem sometimes. Another key daily task is communicating progress up and down the chain. This can mean sending videos or creating presentations for stakeholders or updating the team that things are going well or that you need to change plans. This covers external partners too. You may check in with QA partners or localization partners or publishers. A piece of advice, don't sugarcoat. If you need to update expectations, say that. It's a mistake to paint everything in a sunny light and then later miss your objectives. Upfront honesty is hard, but always the best policy. One last daily task. Remember that you are in charge of teams of people. At least part of every day should be dedicated to those people. Getting to know people is both good for production and good for everyone's health. A happy team is a productive team, and happiness is a worthy objective in itself, forgetting all about game projects. This just skims the surface of a producer's job role, so be prepared to learn every single day, no matter how much experience you have. Just remember one thing, stay humble. Let's end on a quote, as usual. A producer's job is to clear the path for their developers to work as smoothly as possible. If you expect it to be only a glamorous job, you're mistaken. We get our hands dirty and we ensure our teams can work, and we derive the greatest satisfaction when we have a well-oiled machine and are doing most of it behind the scenes, allowing developers to focus on adding value. Okie dokie. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.